Hey, how's it going? Alright. I thought real quick we'd take a look at um, the most basic transformation tools and then our custom shape tool. Okay, so this text has already been converted to an image layer, and we're going to tighten it up a little bit. So you can go into free transform or control T. It's the same function. And this opens up a number of transformation abilities, the most basic of which is like the skew. I think I've got my default set that it won't skew the image or change the height and width independently. So I've got to hold shift. Otherwise, you would hold shift to get the default. Um, yeah, cool. And then from here you can engage different transformation tools. Like warp is pretty neat. It's kind of like a really basic liquefaction. Like it maps the pixels to this grid and then will like stretch them around. And playing with that, you can usually get a pretty nice like angle or yeah, lots of transformation possibilities. And then also we're going to look at our custom shape tool. Alright, so this shape tool down here can drag and set like a path shape, which is those series of angles that determines a kind of pixel algorithm to recreate the shape. Okay, so we can pull out all kinds of different shapes and it will set the custom path, and you can stretch that to scale, and then you can go in and with the path editing tool you can pull out these angles and change them up, but we'll look at how you create shapes with paths later. For now, and then and they've got all kinds of these fun custom shapes loaded into Photoshop that you can use for anything that you want. And after like making a shape and cutting the path, you can save these shapes as all kinds of different brushes and then change up the angle and the stroke pattern and all of those brush dynamics. So custom shapes gives you an idea for the kinds of shapes that you can make with paths and how many angles it will take. Like this shape is constructed with only yay many, and if we hold control it auto jumps to our path tool. But we'll get into path mechanics later. They're pretty fun. And you can see what angles it takes, and you can change them up a little bit if you want a custom shape to save into a brush, right? So now that we have done yay, it is a different shape than the one we pulled out, right? Like, so you can start making your own shapes, and then once you apply them into a brush, you can change the way that they will apply when stroked in any given direction. Yeah? So for now, we'll leave this here. I'm going to go take a shower, but I'll be back on later. Till then, here's sending you love. and light waves. Oh, what? There we go. Love and light waves be always swifty.